So I took Vyvanse for the first time today. It's got some really long name. Maybe it's a generic version of Vyvanse. And I took it literally an hour and a half ago, 8:26 a.m. It's like an hour and a half later. And so far I feel pretty great. I haven't really accomplished a lot of things yet or anything like that. But just my body feeling internally, sometimes I took generic Adderall for, I don't even know how long, maybe over a decade, something like that. I didn't have insurance, so that was like one of the cheap options. I think this version of the meds costs like 300 something bucks is what my person said that I talked to that prescribed it. And it only cost me 20 with the insurance. Got on the wife's plan, you know what I mean? She works at the hospital, so game changer. But yeah, so far so good. I don't feel like, sometimes with Adderall, like I just have to do things, but I could feel like, the cotton mouth getting crazy, and it's still early on, so, but I just wanted to give you my real raw reaction first time taking the meds. It was, just clear, no jittery. Adderall, sometimes I feel like my heart beating, you kind of just get worked up, like you appear calm on the outside, but on the inside you're kind of wired, if that makes any sense. So yeah, pretty clear. Like I almost felt like not super stimulated, like I could even go take a nap if I wanted to. After I worked out, I took it, ate breakfast and then took it. So so some of the things that I want to talk about is just, so I met with this nurse practitioner. Shout out to my sister who's about to be one of those, but a PA, I think. Someone that could prescribe, whatever it is, you know what I'm talking about. And they were doing the diagnostic question form with me, and they ended up doing it virtual because it snowed a couple days ago. So they're like, anytime it snows, even in Colorado, they're like, oh, we want to do virtual. I actually liked virtual for that. But I was doing the intake in front of my wife, and she was just like, she was asking these questions. She's like, do you stop listening when people start talking to you? I was like, well, depends who's talking. So, and then she was like, do you finish people's sentences? Do you lose things? I don't lose like phone, wallet, keys, jewelry or anything like that, but like I lose it's like, oh, where are my thermals, or where's this, or you know what I mean? I ask my wife all the time, and she was just like, going through the questionnaire, my wife was shocked. And I kind of wasn't, but she was shocked. I was kind of shocked that she was shocked because she just didn't know. She didn't know about ADD and all that stuff. And she's like, I didn't realize, I think she called it a disease. I don't really call it that, but I don't like to downplay things like that. I think it's a gift. I reframe everything. But yeah, she was like, I didn't realize that it affected you so much with all these different aspects of life. And I was like, yeah, well, it does. But yeah, being on the Vyvanse, I guess it's generic version, starts with Lista, some long name. I had to Google it and make sure I had the right meds at the when I got them. But yeah, so far so good. I feel clear. That Adderall is like a rush for like 3 hours, like a binge almost. And then you crash. So this one I just feel clear, and it feels pretty good, honestly. And like I said, I haven't accomplished anything yet except for shooting this video. It's Valentine's Day, spending it with the wife. We're not gonna do anything fancy, man. I guess that's the good part. Once you get a wife, we're just gonna kind of watch some TV. The good part about having a younger wife, she hasn't seen like any of the movies. So like last night we were watching like Inception. I was like, have you seen Inception? She's like, no. I was like, oh dude, let's go. So you get to kind of rewatch all the movies you kind of forgot about, a decade ago or whatever it is. So that's kind of the cool part about, dating somebody younger. They get to experience for the first time. But yeah, so got some other things I want to talk about in this video. I put the title something like Unemployed ADD Guy Tries Vyvanse for the First Time. So technically, I still am the co-owner of a roofing business out here in Colorado. I've been doing that the last 2 years. and there's literally an offer in my inbox. I can't say like how much and all that stuff, NDA and all that. And there's basically an offer in my inbox. All I got to do is sign it, and I get, paid some money, and then I can kind of start a new venture. One thing I've learned just to share is like, business partners are a marriage, and it's not, we have like a pretty good relationship, but the business partner is probably my best friend. But it's one of those things like, do you really want to be married to this person? I don't know, like forever. So my wife, yes, but this, I don't know. I want to do a lot of other things. I think I can make a lot more money too, honestly. I'll go into that. So have another couple opportunities on the table right now. I think I'm going to do my due diligence. Usually I just kind of hop in, make a bunch of sales, make a bunch of money, move on. But this time I really want to take my time. I have an interview at the biggest roofing company in Colorado today. We'll see how that goes. It's about 1 o'clock because I'm going to that. And then had somebody else offer me an incredible offer yesterday as well. I'm going to meet up with him after just to kind of confirm it in person. We're going to go down to the Denver Convention Center. They got, I think, the Home and Garden Show right now, which I've never been to, but I know a lot of like roofers and home improvement people go to. So that's what we're doing today. Then we're gonna come hang out with my wife tonight for Valentine's, which maybe we'll finish Inception. She likes Love is Blind, that show. I don't really like it. It's like, I want to like it, I just don't. For her. This is, I don't know. Anyway, I digress. So maybe I'm not talking that focused on Vyvanse. You can compare this video. So I shot a video the other day. It was about 30 minutes long. And it's me walking the same strip, and I was giving my thoughts about like ADD, stuff like that, the medicine. I was just like, I don't really like generic Adderall. I didn't really like it for dating purposes. I feel like I lost kind of my fun swag. I got like a fun energy. I have a good time. At least I like to. I like to laugh, like to enjoy life. So I didn't really like the Adderall for that. I did like it for getting things done. So I'm curious how the Vyvanse is going to compare to that. My wife's working next couple days, and I'm just going to lock in. Like it's time now, boys. We're locking in. And so we're going to walk in. I'm going to shoot some different kind of content. I want to do some work content for you, show you guys how to make money from nothing. I want to do a have you ever seen that show Undercover Billionaire? Where basically Grant Cardone gets dropped in Pueblo, like 2 hours south. I'd go down there, a hailstorm or something, and then just start selling things and start making a business. Like, I want to start from complete scratch. I kind of want to do the same thing on this channel, start from complete scratch, or as close to scratch as possible, and then just start making money to show other people how to do it too. Because, dude, I've been looking at jobs the last couple days just because, I'm getting out of this company. I'm gonna read the documents here after this and probably sign them and exit. And sometimes just an exit, getting some money, that's a win. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna count that as a win. Like I said, I can't disclose what it's gonna be, but I really envision myself building something bigger, like building a team. And I'll go into that. Different. But let's talk about I'm going to keep this topic on the ADD and stuff like that. But yeah, when she was doing the questionnaire, I was like, yeah, that's me. That's me. Like, it was just me to a T. So you could probably relate if you're super ADD and all that stuff. Like, if you're not interested in it, like, it's tough for me to do. Like, I can do stuff. I can walk around Thailand and, shoot videos like that. But it's different when it's like, hey, you got to go to work, man. I can't believe how warm it is. I could take this jacket off. The weather here is unpredictable, so that's kind of why I started a business, that has to do with the weather out here. Just because, hail is gonna hit, disaster will strike. So, I've been doing solar and roofs. I don't know if Trump's gonna kill the solar tax credit. My gut tells me yeah. So I have some other opportunities. I kind of like the home improvement space. The baby boomers live in most of the houses. They got all the money. And I just like, being outside, talking to people, and really the fact that I can make a lot of money in a very short period of time. So, and then I can live my life. I believe in building a business, but also while having a life. And I think that's the disconnect me and, my business partner have. He's like, he wants me to be in a basement like 24/7. It's like, yeah, okay, but I can do that for periods. But life is short, man. The Thailand trip was excessive. That was different. This is all kind of before that and all that stuff. We're just wrapping up the year. And honestly, what I found, at least last year, it wasn't like a big hail year. 2 years ago, it was like record year, easy money. Like everybody's making millions in sales anyway. And if you worked. But yeah, this year, or last year, it wasn't as big. It was kind of, the hail was kind of in like a poor area. I mean, your boy still did a couple mil, but like when I found building a team, like I ended up closing like everybody's deals. And like, I was just like, dude, I should have just sold all this stuff myself. Like I would have probably made way more money if I just sold myself the whole time, just because your boy could sell really well. I remember when I was doing my solar stats, like your boy would beat like majority of the whole offices by myself, just because, when you're out here working, they say, Chet Holmes says, a great salesperson can outsell a regular salesperson or a below average salesperson or something like that, like 87-1 or 187-1 or something like that. I think it was 87-1. So that is kind of true, but I'm looking for dogs. So if if I'm building a team, I need people to be committed. Like high achievers don't like to be around mediocre people, and mediocre people don't like to be around high achievers. So I have a high standard. I've just been doing in the game so long, so I just get frustrated when I see people that are like, I had people on the team, I mean, I like them, it's relevant really, but like, dude, I was like, dude, you're about to get evicted. What are you doing? Like, you're not working? Like I showed you how to work. We go out, we make thousands of dollars every time we go out, and you still won't go out. But people have to go, I get it, they have to overcome their fear. It's uncomfortable, knocking doors, talking to people. But yeah, I'm gonna see what opportunities are out there for myself. I really wanna get into, cinematography stuff, the content creation. And I'm hoping this Vyvanse will really help me edit the videos and just work harder, man. I'm ready to go into work mode for the next decade, literally. So maybe the rest of my life, who knows? But yeah, definitely the next decade. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity. Something I've learned a lot of things from being a business owner. I probably have to make that in a separate video. I apologize, I'm all over the place. I just wanted to record a video for 30 minutes or something like that on the walk. One on medicine, one off medicine. And I'm kind of fascinated by this idea. I think I'm gonna go down this journey, try to find the perfect formula. I like who I am without the meds, finally. And so it's been good. I've been able to maintain physical fitness and my relationship really well. And business, okay. I'm gonna take, business could always be better. So I'm ready to take business to the next level, and I'm looking for leaders and other people that really want to level up their game. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on with my life. Yeah, I got that interview today at 1, and then I got a sweet offer. It's really got everything I want. I just got to kind of vet. The thing with like roofing and solar, you can make a lot of money, but you can also get screwed very easily. Trust me, your boy's been screwed more than hell, probably anybody that I know. I'm sure there's people that have been screwed more, but when you can sell a lot, it's people get greedy. They get greedy out here. So just looking for the right fit. I've been the thing I realized is like, when I really start one of these companies and stuff like that, I probably will start one, maybe again, not anytime soon. I want to take a break from being like a total entrepreneur. I'm gonna get more cash flow, man. the one thing about roofing, it's a very, you gotta have that cash flow, man. Because you're getting basically, you're going into negative on every deal because like the insurance gives you like this amount of money, then you gotta pay a salesperson, and you gotta pay for operations, all that stuff. Do that. So you just, it's basically, you gotta be a really good accountant. And my business partner he's good, but I don't know about a good accountant, you know, and we're still learning things. You know, he could have done things better, I could have done things better, but we could part as friends, start fresh. I'm excited for the new opportunity, man. I usually am always excited to start something new. It's kind of my personality. It's exciting, man. But yeah, I think I'm gonna make more money than I ever have this year. That's the goal. You'll literally get to see me do it. But yeah, I want to start basically recording my sales out there in the world, and just start doing some editing, you know, appreciate your time and stuff like that. But yeah, Vyvanse, I think we're coming up on 2 hours in. Oh, my mom just texted me. I'm gonna have to call her back after this. It's like, hey, the Vyvanse, I'm actually gonna call my mom. You know, I feel bad sometimes. You get distracted, ADD, and then, you know, you start playing a video game, Ancient Civilization, or whatever it is. I was playing that the other day. I've never played it before. And then, you know, you just get distracted by things. You know, you're a willing participant in your own distractions. That's how I would put it. And I'm hoping this Vyvanse will help me just be a little bit more focused. And I really feel good initially. Like, I'm not overpowered. I mean, maybe it's not even working. I don't even know. Like, it feels like it's, I don't know. I don't feel that much different, and I think that's what I like about it so far. I'm gonna have to take this jacket off, man. Good God. Hang on, bear with me, guys. I can't believe how warm it is. I'm coming. It's hard to tie this. All right, we back. Woo! Yeah, dude, you don't even need a jacket. So, just wearing a little long sleeve. So yeah, I'm really excited about this Vyvanse, generic Vyvanse, whatever you want to call it. My dad said he's taken that before. The nurse practitioner, whatever they're called, I forget, the one that prescribes the PAs, or I was trying to get to a psychiatrist, guys, but they were all booked up like way out in advance, and I feel like other people got bigger problems than I do, to be honest. So, not to minimize my problems, they're booked. I don't want to take anybody's slot. So, but I'm gonna go down this journey to try to figure this thing out. You know, I've been off and on of ADD meds, you know, so for a while now, but I want to find the perfect just balance for me. And I think having a kid will help me, just if I wasn't on my ADD, like I just, you know, it's not just me anymore. It's like I got a wife now. Like for me, my whole life has just been about myself, and I've always had like enough money for me, at least for, you know, I've told some stories, you know, before. It's like almost, you know, basically being almost homeless, and, you know, but basically whenever I'm in trouble, just go and start selling again and talking to people, and the money comes pretty easy. So I definitely recommend developing a high income skill. And I think I'm going to show you guys a couple of the high income skills I've developed. First would be in sales. There's a couple others too, but we're going to debut that one first. So, woo! Yeah, we walked over here yesterday to downtown Westminster. Like I said, we're probably moving out of this area, but they got a cool little Alamo Draft House, a good smoothie place. The tacos were not bad. We went to Vatos Tacos and Tequila. So, and I realized like I'm getting in better shape. My girl did this walk and she was like dying yesterday. She's like, I'm dying. Of course, she's big and pregnant and stuff like that. But when you work out all the time at altitude, you forget, like, you're taking baby steps every day, but like people don't do that. They don't train their bodies. And that's like the hardest, one of the hardest things you can do. And that's why I do it. So on this channel, you'll see me doing hard thing so far of, you know, just done the video challenge, which honestly, that's another type of hard. You know, I didn't grow up with cameras. So I wanted to say this, there's something about pinpointing your fears and anxieties and where they came from. So when I first did video, the first video I ever did in my entire life, I had to go like a deep dive. I didn't have to, but I wanted to. Of like, why am I somewhat self-conscious on video? Or what, I mean, sure, people comment stuff and feel free to put your hate comments in and whatever, bring it. I really don't care at this point in my life. So I encourage the hate. You know, sometimes the haters are your biggest fans. My ex-girlfriend watches every one of my stories first. You can see me in Thailand living the dream. You missed out. You missed out, girl. If you're watching right now, you blew it. So, just kidding around. But yeah, so I pinpointed. So I don't know if this Vyvanse is even working. I feel great, and I don't know how focused I really am. So you can tell me if a difference. This is basically like I recorded that ADD video. Should you take meds, off meds? Now I'm recording it on meds. I'll do another one after I've been taking this a couple weeks, 30 days, something like that. Let you know how I like it overall, how much work I actually got done. So, but yeah, I pinpointed why I like the initial feeling of like uncomfortability or insecurity on video. 4th grade, we had to make, and this is like ahead of its time because this is like before iPhones, before videos. So remember 4th grade, we had to be a newscaster, right? And I might have said this before in another video. I don't think I have though. So we had to be a newscaster, and you know, my parents helped me because I'm in 4th grade. I don't really know what I'm doing. I've never done a camera. And so I'm doing the news and I'm sitting up on this table. It actually looks pretty official now that I think about it. And my video came on and I didn't want to be seen. You know, anybody ever feel insecure, like you don't want to be seen by the world for their feedback or their, you know, it's safer just to kind of hide in the corner in the shadows, you know, play GoldenEye instead of going out into the world and living, you know. So, but I was really insecure about that. That was the first time, like I couldn't even watch my own video. But nobody talked crap to me. I mean, people don't really talk crap in 4th grade like that, like they do in 6th, 7th, 8th. And then, yeah, that was it. Like nothing even bad happened. It was just an initial reaction of that video. And then I always kind of felt that in some way, at least on a subconscious level. Like I said, we were watching Inception last night. It's kind of interesting how the subconscious was attacking, you know, things and stuff like that. And yeah, I think that's been, you know, part of this sabotage of my success. You know, I could have been doing YouTube. Like I got a notification on my YouTube because I've been doing YouTube videos the last little bit since this year. And it's like, you've been on YouTube 14 years. I was like, man, I let 14 years go by. Wow. Wow. And most of the stuff I've done on YouTube before is just like, hey, this is what I got. I'm trying to sell you this. And then it worked. You know, that's one way to build a business. But yeah, I just want to connect with people and share some things that might help you, because there's a few people that have changed my life just watching things on YouTube. There's a couple people like I try to learn from certain people, and then I learn everything I can from them. And then like I become like a part of them. Like 5% of me is like them, or 10% of me, or 15% of me is like that person in some way. So I've kind of pieced together everything, and then I've kind of created, or I'm still creating. I've created it, but I'm always improving it in all ways. And yeah, that's what we're doing here on this channel, man. So my goal this year, I'm gonna get my book released this year. I want to go back and read it now that I can read again on Vyvanse. I believe I can read. You know, I've always been auditory. I know that's like the least learning style for most people. Most people are visual, haptic, stuff like that. But I've always been auditory. So I've liked to listen. But when I take the medication, I can really read really well. And that's definitely helped me. So, but yeah, first day on Vyvanse, very impressed with the medicine. Apparently it's supposed to last like 8 hours or something. And here, let me cross. I don't know if you can see the mountains in the background. But man, I can't believe, it's crazy the weather here in Colorado. It's like, dude, 6 degrees 2 days ago. Go look at the video 2 days ago. It's 6 degrees. And then even yesterday, and then it feels like, I don't even know. It's hard to say. 50, 60. I have no idea. You get used to the weather out here. The one thing I'll say about moving to Colorado, I wanted to move here. I always say, I wanted to move to a different state to get into a different state of mind, you know, because sometimes when you're in the same place your whole life, I don't want to live the same place my whole life. If you do, that's cool. You know, having a baby, I kind of wish I was by a bunch of family because they could come help you. But I like kind of blazing my own trail. I like adventure. I like seeing stuff I haven't seen. I like, just because you gain that knowledge, that wisdom, that power from learning how other people live, how other people do things. There's more, you know, people think there's like, hey, it's got to be this way. It's got to be this way. It's like, dude, do what works for you. If you want to take ADD meds, try it. If you don't. You know, I'm just going to tell you what works for me, and I'll keep it real with you guys. But yeah, that generic Adderall, it was really good for me, like business-wise. I was able to do a lot of things, but dude, I just was not happy overall taking it. And I think it's because I didn't have a relationship. I let my body go throughout, you know, I've gone through waves, been in shape, not in shape, been in shape, not in shape. That's why I relate to this basketball player, Jamal Murray. Everybody says he's not in shape. And then he scored 55 points the other night. Like, he can be the best in the world. And I feel like I can do the same thing with what I do. But like, sometimes you have off nights, you have off days. So like, I want to be the Joker, be the best in the world every day. But, you know, maybe that's an insecure thing from myself. But yeah, we're getting there. So like, Jamal Murray's finally in shape. He scored 55 points the other night. You know, he won a championship the other year, a couple years ago. And I kind of feel like that, like I'm getting in my shape right now. So for business wise, but I do like working in team atmospheres. Like, I just got to have a badass team. Like, you got to be awesome if you want to join the team. So I don't know where I'm going to go yet, what I'm going to do, but that'll probably be an element of it. But I really want to keep it like selective. Like, I'm more like, you guys seen that show Special Forces? I just watched that season 3. I didn't watch season 2. I didn't really like it, but yeah, they were like, we had 400 people come into Special Forces, and how many people actually made the Special Forces? The guy said 7 people out of like 400, and the 400, like, they qualified those 400 and stuff like that, and all those people quit. So that's kind of who I'm looking for. I'm looking for the, you know, SEAL Team 7 that is, you know, ready to get, sorry, got it, not trying to have the camera on my crotch there, my bad. Still learning how to use this camera. Now that I'm on Vyvanse, I might actually put on the microphone for you guys. So tell me if this mic's good or not. Like, I'm not getting any comments on the videos, but it's fine. I gotta earn it, I gotta put in the effort, but I really wanna do, just, your boy's got the creative mind, man. You know, my mom's an artist. I feel happier when creating. So I think I'm gonna do content, go get a sales career with a company that has a lot of money to be able to I just want to know I get paid, and then more importantly, my team can get paid, you know, because nothing makes you feel worse if your team doesn't get paid what they should get paid. Trust me, that's happened to me in the past. Not this last time around, but it's just, it's the worst feeling in the world to have somebody put their trust in you and you let them down. But your boy ain't gonna let you down this time. He's back. So, but man, I feel great just being on this pill, man. On this pill, I think it'll really help me. So yeah, the boy's gonna go to that interview. I'm gonna go to that home and garden show, which I've never seen before. This other guy's going around. I don't think a lot of people get a lot of sales from it. Like, all these guys go, they're like, we're gonna try to get sales and sell roofs. And it's like, this other guy's going just to recruit reps. So I'm gonna go talk to him. He may be a pretty crazy offer, a guy I worked with in the past. And like, it's ridiculous. Like, the money's ridiculous, but your boy's gonna go vet that out. And then make the right decision for me. And yeah, that's it. So I don't feel a whole lot different, and I think that's kind of what I like about the meds. Like, yeah, I'm a little thirsty right now, but I've also been walking and it's dry as hell out here in Colorado. Like my nose has never gotten like stuffy or anything. I don't have allergies. Then moving out here, some days, you know, you're just kind of, your nose gets stuffed up. It's just dry, it's a different environment. But your boy loves it out here. I really do. So yeah, first day on Vyvanse. Initial impression. So far so good, man. I like it. Yeah, she recommended Dexedrine as well, which I took as a child. Or like, not as a child, but as an adolescent. But I feel like I was so wired up on that, doing the schoolwork. I just wasn't myself. This, and maybe I'm not taking a high enough dose. I took a 40 milligram. She was gonna give me 30. I was like, you better bump that up to 40 because I'm a big guy. I weigh like 225 or something. Actually, I gotta weigh myself. Hold myself accountable for the 75 hard. I didn't even weigh myself at the beginning. And by the way, full disclosure, I am doing the 75 hard. I'm not gonna buy any alcohol or anything like that. I've gone without alcohol for like years before. Like it's not really my thing. I used to drink all the time though. But yeah, I had a 12-pack of German beer in my house, and I drank like 11 of those beers over like a course of like 3 or 4 nights. You know, it was like the Super Bowl. There's a Nuggets game. So not doing the 75 hard alcohol free. You know, I'm basically just doing the 2 workouts a day and get to eat a little bit better. And I mean, you'll just get to see my face and how I look at the end. So judge for yourself. I think this Vyvanse, they said it was for binge eating disorder as well, which your boy can eat. Like my girl doesn't even leave like chips in the house or snacks because I'll just eat them all. You should have seen my breakfast she cooked. My girl cooked the best like eggs. That's why I can't even go out to anywhere for breakfast, because every time I'm like, my girl cooks better breakfast than all of you. She'd open up, you know, Cassandra's breakfast. But oh, by the way, my girl is changing her last name to my name today, or starting the process. I think she's got to get a social security card. She's got to jump through a couple hoops. We didn't change it before Thailand because we didn't want to mess with the whole passport thing. Thank God, because that was a nightmare. So exciting day. By the way, fellas, if your girl doesn't change your last name for you, dump her. You heard it here first. That's my recommendation. Do whatever you want. She's not submitted to you. You're not starting something together. But I'm excited, you know, to have her with my last name, and then I'm having a baby in a couple, 2.5 months. May 30th is the due date. So literally, damn, maybe 3.5 months. 3.5 months. So it's exciting. We went to look at, I learned some things. I'm going to some baby classes. I'm sure everybody wants to see that. No, I'm not going to record that. But we went to a birth center. My girl works in a hospital. She's a nurse, so she knows all that stuff. But we went to a birth center yesterday, and it's kind of just like a room with like a nice bathtub, a huge king-size bed, and they just have the baby in the bed or the bathtub or whatever they want in the room. And they do it natural. My girl thinks she's a champion, man. That's kind of what I like about her. She was talking crap about other people today. She's like, I'm gonna go to dance class, but all my friends keep flaking. My friend's supposed to come visit me, and then they said they're afraid to fly on a plane. It's like, people are afraid to go do anything. That's why I like my girl, because she's down for whatever. So I'm like, let's go on this adventure. And she's like, okay, let's go to Thailand. Who cares if you're, you know, crazy pregnant? You know, everybody else told her not to go, but it was great, man. It was great. So yeah, we're going long on this one. Sorry, guys. But you can tell me if my rants are better or worse. You can watch the other 30-minute video about ADD, should I take meds? And yeah, see if you like this one or that one. You know, I'm always curious about that. It's like, can I play chess better on Vyvanse? I'm gonna play a game right after this. We'll see. Even though your boy already beat 2,000 rating earlier today. Smoked him. So yeah, I'm just curious. Like, it's still me at the end of the day, but your boy, you know, there's many different versions of yourself, and I'm really going to bring out the best version of myself, not only for myself, but for my family, for my clients, and just for anybody watching. So I want to help you. I've overcome a lot of things in my life. I'm going to try to make a roadmap on certain different topics But oh wow, there's a little dog right here. He's running towards me. What's up, dude? What's up? How you doing? See yours? Yeah. Okay, cool. Go. I was worried. I thought he was alone for a second. I love you too. I love you too, buddy.
Sorry.
Oh. So I just learned about something on this. It's called dynamic framing. That's cool. I don't even know how to do that. So I'm gonna have to, yeah, now that I got this Vyvanse, your boy's gonna study up, get in the lab. I've kind of been messing around this year so far, but that's kind of been my cycle the last few years. Like, you know, I've been door knocking, building a business. You know, in Colorado, door knocking's really big, and you know, when it gets warmer, obviously, it's hard to do roof deals when there's snow on the roof, but I can get deals anytime, anywhere. So I might even pull some deals tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. So I got a couple opportunities. I have another opportunity to sell windows as well. I've sold windows like in storm chasing. You know, I feel like it might be similar to solar. I think Trump might kill the solar tax credit. So, and solar companies are going out of business left and right, but I really like solar. I believe in it. I'm gonna get solar in my house when I eventually get one. And yeah, it's the window pitch sounds very similar to the solar pitch about energy and stuff like that. So there's an opportunity for me. I actually did go to an interview the other day with this person. I was like, bro, like, so I had an interview with a window company, and then the guy just doesn't show up to the interview, which I was like, okay, maybe you're busy, you're closing deals, whatever. Then I message him on Facebook, doesn't respond to me. I'm like, bro, you realize your boy's got a golden door and solar and roofs. Like, you're never gonna message me back? It's, you know, for a door knocking position, are you crazy? Are you stupid? So, yeah, it's, I'm curious about that pitch. I kind of want to get out there and sell it, but I like the idea, just different things, you know, because roofing is great. There's nothing better when it's storming and hailing and all that stuff. So I'm definitely gonna, you know, if it hails out here, which it will. So depending how big this year, where the storm is, it usually starts here about May. That's when the hail starts dropping. So in Colorado anyway, starts earlier other places. But so I got 3 months until that. But I kind of want to try some other things. You know, I might build this. This guy's basically like, he'll give me like a roofing office, all sorts of, build a team. And I can give everybody a way bigger commission than I was even given at my last company, which is cool because I want people to make the money, you know. The people doing the hard work, I want them to make the money. So I like people that can eat what they kill. But yeah, so we're gonna figure out this career thing, you know, for sure. I'm gonna go read that document right now about the selling my position in the business, which, you know, I've kind of been back and forth about that. I was like, I don't know, but it's for the best. I've basically decided to part ways, take some money. I could always go back. I still have like an offer. I can go work or circle back, or we'll figure it out. But I think just something bigger is calling me. You know, I think I can do a lot of cool things with the internet. Your boy's back online. And wow, it's the longest video I've ever done. So shout out to Vyvanse. Woo! But this is, you know, this is basically the walk I go on every day. I'm gonna keep it going a little further. Do one lap. Might as well do the full 45 minutes right here. I'll walk around this circle. But yeah, this has been a good walking place. It's the only reason we live here at this apartment is because they accept Rottweilers, and really no one does, and Titus is a monster. So very convenient location, but I kind of want to change up the area. You know, I've lived in the same spot in Colorado the whole time I've lived here. So I'm ready for, your boy wants to get a basement. Maybe I can do a podcast down there. I just want like a content room to be able to like create. And I feel like I can't really do that right now. We're just in like a 1-bedroom. We've just been banking money, which is good, but your boy's ready. You know, I used to have a 3,000 square foot house, used to have this, that. It's crazy, like, but I don't really need any of that, you know, but I would just like it just from a creative standpoint. Like my mom always has her gallery in her house, not a gallery, but her art studio rather, and where she creates her art and stuff like that. And I feel like I'm similar in that way, but I want to create, just, I got that book, and then I really wrote a lot when I was on medication before. Like I read a lot and I wrote a lot, and I really know how to write copy, all that stuff. Did that for years as well. And I want to take more time with these videos, really kind of plan them out. This one I just walked outside, pressed record, which has just been good for me to kind of get over my fear. I think we're up to like 80 something videos now, which my goal for this year is 365. Yeah, I know I've done a lot of chess videos. Literally nobody cares about them. That's fine. Your boy's gonna document himself, whatever I'm doing. And your boy's on the road to National Master. And I think I'm a rating 1827 right now, but they can't hold me, man. I think I could get to Grandmaster low key. Like, we'll see. We'll see, but I think I can get there. But definitely National Master. We're gonna do the document till then. And then, yeah, so, and then the next thing I wanna document is just, making a bunch of money, man. There's not a lot of people that keep it real out there on the internet. Like there's people that kind of go around and do consulting, and they might go work for a day, generate leads, stuff like that, but they don't like see the customer all the way through. They don't take care of them. They don't close the deal. They don't build it. They don't, you know what I mean? So your boy's gonna take you through every step of the process. That's the goal. I was planning on doing it with my own company, my own roofing company this year. That I thought we had a good balance. Like I was running the sales team. I was gonna do some marketing. I got a bunch of drone shots. I could do, you know, a bunch of video editing and content for it, but that plan has changed. But I'm still gonna do that. I might do it for another roofing company that's better. Like I just want to go somewhere long term, know I can get paid. And you know, the entrepreneurship is like the ultimate journey. You know, I get why a lot of people don't do it. Something my 81-year-old, I need to call him again. I'm gonna call him up. But he sent me some money for the Thailand trip. Thank you. But he owned a construction company. His dad owned a construction company. He owned a construction company for, what was it? Long time. Basically his whole life. So his dad owned one, so he took over his dad's business, and he's got the same name as his dad. Took over that business and then ran it his entire life. And I was just like, hey man, do you have any advice, you know, for starting a company? Because he's a successful entrepreneur, you know, lives on the water. From the outside looking in, has a, you know, beautiful family, great wife, successful entrepreneur. He's like the only uncle that I got that's like an entrepreneur. And yeah, I was just like, hey man, what do you recommend? You got any advice for just being a business owner or construction and stuff like that? He's just like, don't do it. And I was like, no, you got to be joking, because you got the boat, you got this, you got that. And no, he was like, no, I'm being serious. Don't do it. So just there's a lot of stress involved. You know, I do want to own my own stuff and do my own thing, but I think I really just want to build, you know, find the right vehicle I can attach myself to and use my talents and skills and knowledge and power to take them from here to, you know, new heights. So yeah, I thought that was really interesting, and I've really been thinking about that the last really 2 weeks. And yeah, it's overrated. Like a lot of people I know are absolutely miserable, but I think I would do it again if I had the right team, the right squad, the right crew, the right product, the right message. But I think I might just do this content thing as a side hustle. Yeah, we're gonna hit 45 minutes on the walk. Thanks for coming and getting this exercise with me. You know, next time, if you want to listen to some of my videos on a walk, it'll help you. I should make some like power walk meditation things. Just, dude, there's so much anxiety people have in this world. It is wild. I'm someone that's kind of overcome a lot of that. I still have it, but yeah, it's interesting. I did record another video the other day when this business thing kind of went down. I'll have to publish that later after I kind of sign the deal. But and get closed out of that, get paid out. But yeah, thanks for watching. First day on Vyvanse. So far so good. Maybe we'll get a great offer here today. I think we will. So I'm just excited where the day is gonna go. It's Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. If you don't have a girl or significant other, don't even worry about that right now. If you just become your best self and keep trying, man, you'll find the right one. Like, you just got to believe you will, and you will. Like, I focused like a year of my life on it, and I found it pretty quick when you're looking and you're ready. Well, at least when I was developed enough, I was confident enough, and you know, as a man, you got to go through the hero's journey. So if you're on that journey, which if you're a guy, pretty much we all are all the time. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm back at the spot now. And yeah, tell me what medications have worked for you in the past, or that work for you right now that you really like. I'm curious to see how this one goes, but I don't feel overly jittery, and I feel pretty clear, and I like it so far. So we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.